Okay, we're crossing the tracks. All right.
So we just came out of the railway station and there are a few buses here which will take us to Luanda now. They leave approximately maybe 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening and we're supposed to reach Luanda tomorrow morning.
So this is right outside the train station. There are many buses here. So we have to find the one which we can get on now towards Luanda. So we've just found this bus here. So this one's going all the way to Luanda. Shish is already inside. So let's just hop in. Hello, Shish.
Hello, we just got on this bus. We've got our seats now. And this bus is standing right opposite to the train station. So you don't even have to walk much. It's right there. And this leaves around 6 o'clock in the evening and reaches Luanda by 6 o'clock in the morning. So 722 kilometer long journey and it's supposed to take 9 hours. And of course the bus will take much longer.
Yeah, a lot of seats are still empty, so they'll wait until it gets full. So it's not like the departure is set to an exact time.
So we just got our tickets. It's 10,000 kwanza per person, which is around 1,000 Indian rupees or $12.
Yeah.
And they write the name of the person on the ticket. And as per them, this is my name. This is how you pronounce Shishi. As per them, it sounds like Chinese name like Zinzin. And they've written Navneet's name quite correctly. It's
Yeah.
Navi, right?
So these guys really like names ending with the E sound. Because a lot of Africans started calling us Shishi and Navi, we started using the same name for whenever somebody asks us. Oh, by the way, we also got pulled up by immigration officers just as we were exiting the train station.
We came out of the train and we were
Actually-
just going towards the bus, and this immigration officer was standing right there.
Actually, I thought he was pulling us up because I was using the camera to like shoot clips of the station. But anyway, he escorted us into a room. He made us sit there. Somebody else came, and then two of them asked us to open our backpacks.
So they checked our bags and then they checked our passport for the visas. They took photos of it.
Yeah, and then the officer was quite helpful. He actually helped us with knowing where the bus station is, and he even brought us out here to help us get on the right one. And he told one of the attenders outside to help us find the right driver and conductor. So it was very, very participative. That was so nice. And he also, at the end, I think he was asking for something. I don't know if he kept saying Kwanzaa Kwanzaa. So anyway, I told him no, I'm just a visitor.
We have picked up a few more Portuguese words today.
Yeah.
One is partida, which means departure time, and comer, which means to eat,
And Amanya, which means tomorrow.
pagar, which means payment, and comer, no, not
Comprar.
comprar, which means
Buy.
to buy something.
So we're starting to pick up some words quite quickly. Actually, Shish is much faster at this than I am because for a while Shish actually went through Portuguese classes when we were living in Bangalore. This was I think 4 years back, 5 years
Yeah,
back.
because when I was working, I used to interact with a lot of Brazilians who spoke Portuguese, so I thought it would be helpful to
Yeah.
learn Portuguese, and that's how I started.
These are online classes, but now she's getting to deploy them in person. So it's an interesting full circle that has sort of come back to us learning these words again.
This seat is like, it's not too bad, it's quite
Yeah.
nice. It's similar to
For
our
her
seats
because
in
she's
Vienna.
quite small. For me, it's still very small.
Okay. But this seat is very similar to the buses we have in Bangalore.
Yeah,
Our
for the
BMTC
local,
buses, the
the
local transport.
local circuits.
And also, I'm already starting to feel hungry. I just hope we stop somewhere for dinner.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's nobody here selling anything around the bus. No snacks, no
Yeah.
fruits.
And after smelling that cassava that we got on the train, I'm not ready to venture out and look for something.
We had some dates and we are eating it now for some energy.
It was smart of us to pick it up in Lusaka. Huh?
These come in handy like on all our journeys, you know. It gives you instant source of energy and you feel good about it. Oh, look what we found! An Ashok Leyland bus. So far from home. There's a gas station right on the footpath of our road. It's morning. I think this was the first bus ride we have taken where there was no music at night and it was actually very dark and we could actually sleep.
Yeah. It wasn't very comfortable though because these seats are quite tiny, but we still managed to get some sleep, and we have just now pulled into Luanda.
Luanda city, I mean, to reach the city it takes about 1 hour because of the heavy traffic on this highway.
It's looking like rush hour. It's now 7 a.m. but there are so many vehicles trying to enter from the outside into the city center, and I think we still have about 4 or 5 kilometers till we get to the city center. So we're just passing on this highway. And in another update, we had a couch surfing host who had invited us to stay with them in Luanda. But for the last 2 days, with all the bad internet we've had while making this journey, and having reached here now, Luanda, we were hoping that we would have got her contact details or address, but she has stopped responding to us. So now we are very anxious because we are almost there in the city and we don't have a place to stay.
And Luanda is the most expensive city in Africa or in the world.
One of the most expensive cities in the world, and we just saw like the cost of hostels and hotels. They are really crazy. So our situation is starting to get a bit complicated right now, but we figured we never really share these things in our videos. Usually all of this usually happens in the background, and we thought, okay, maybe this would be an interesting thing for you guys to know too, as to what will happen. So we don't have a solution yet, and we're definitely still very anxious, but hopefully we can figure it out. And now in a microbus.
Back to the city center is again 12 kilometers away.
And this has been just too crazy. Our host still hasn't responded, and we don't have an address, but Omar here, very kind person from Guinea Conakry, he told us we could find a place in the Sao Paulo area, like a city center area, where there's a lot of Indian families that live. So we will go look for it. It was nice to find somebody who could speak English.
Yeah.
So thank you, brother. This is as raw and real as it gets every day. Okay.